So for a while now, I've had one particular game on my mind. One that has utterly pissed me off for well over a year now. But first, let me introduce you to a game. It's a brilliantly simple game with a concept that I'm sure you've heard before. A game known as The Last of Us. Set in a world where a fungus has mutated from animals and is now infecting humans, turning them into mindless zombies. It's a world that we are introduced to Joel Miller. Joel's a simple man living a simple life with his daughter, Sarah. Sarah likes staying up late waiting for Joel to come home, and she also likes joking around that she runs a meth lab.
Where did you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You started helping out with the mortgage then.
She even managed to scrape enough money together to buy Joel a watch for his birthday. And on this particular birthday, Joel comes home in a huff, something's gone wrong outside, and everyone seems panicked. Joel thinks it's a good idea to leave and find his brother so that they can get away together. As you're in the car, you get to see civilization crumbling around you, people in fear, explosions. As Joel, Sarah, and Tommy attempt to flee, the car is flipped over, forcing them to run, where they happen across a soldier who could help them. This soldier is given orders not to let the outbreak spread and kill anyone who may be infected. This soldier takes a shot at them, but Joel manages to jump out of the way, but not before they hit Sarah. And in the blink of an eye, civilization has crumbled and Joel has lost his own child.
No.
Cut to 20 years later, and Joel has become a lifeless husk of a man, only doing what he has to survive, making uneasy alliances, killing and scavenging, all to navigate this new bleak, desperate world that we have been forced into. One day, Joel happens across a girl named Ellie, who turns out to be immune from the virus that has ravaged this world, and Joel has to escort her to a group known as the Fireflies so that they can create a cure from Ellie's immunity and hopefully save what's left of humanity. At first, Joel hates this because Ellie reminds him of his own daughter, and he's spent the last 20 years burying those feelings. But Ellie manages to chip away at the gruff exterior of a man and reach him on the inside. After spending months fighting, killing, and surviving together, they form a sort of father-daughter bond, and they would do anything for each other. Joel even goes so far as to torturing and killing men who know where she's been after he's been out of commission.
That's all right. I believe him. No, wait!
But finally, they reach the Fireflies. They tell Joel they're gonna have to kill her in order to get everything they need to extract the cure.
Find someone else.
Facing an incredibly tough choice: leave now and possibly save humanity, sacrificing Ellie in the process, or kill every Firefly in his way and save Ellie from her fate. Joel takes the only choice any man would in this situation. He saves her.
Come on, baby girl. I got you. I got you. Oh, shit.
And the final scene of this game is Ellie asking him, begging him to tell the truth about what happened, and Joel even swears that there was no cure, and everything the Fireflies told them was a load of bullshit. Ellie accepts this, but the look on her face doesn't give the impression that she believed him, but she accepts it anyway, because after all they've been through together, they love each other, and they're both willing to take on whatever the future has in store for them.
Swear to me. Swear to me that everything that you've said about the Fireflies is true.
I swear.
Okay.
This ending is so fucking good. I can't even properly describe how good this ending is. The Last of Us is a story of Joel as much as it is about Ellie. It's their story, their struggle together. It's a lot like Terminator. Even though the first one focuses on Sarah Connor, John Connor is still an essential part of the clock as much as Sarah is. Or even Aliens, Ripley, Newt, Biggs, Bishop. By the end of Aliens, the story was no longer just about Ellen and Ripley. It became about all of them. I think you know where I'm going with all of this, but what do each of these franchises have in common?
Please get up!
Each of them stupidly kills off the story's characters. John Connor, Joel Miller, Newt, Biggs, Bishop, kind of. Each of them dead in the opening of the next film or game. Great characters get reduced to ash because the writers don't know their own audience. By killing off characters that your audience has grown attachments to in such brutal and disrespectful fashion is a quick and easy way to lose your audience. In the case of Joel, I find the most disrespect. I know people who defend this because it's a bold artistic decision. And while that may be true, being bold doesn't make it good, especially when the game goes out of its way to make Joel as dumb as possible. Joel has spent 24 years in this apocalyptic world, fighting, killing, and surviving. Joel is fully aware at this point that humanity is just too far gone to be any kind of civilization anymore. He knows that while in the midst of a group of strangers, it's best to keep to oneself and just get on your merry way once you no longer have any need of each other. Joel isn't the kind of character to let his guard down around a group of strangers. Joel in the first game knew to be cautious around everyone because even he himself has done shitty things to survive in this world. At a point in the first game, some guy walks out in the middle of the road begging for help while they're driving. But Joel goes to run him down, and Ellie is like,
Put your seatbelt on, Ellie.
Well, what about the guy?
He ain't even hurt.
once you clear the next section, Ellie asks him, he's like, how'd you know he wasn't sick? And he responds with like,
How did you know
Of what?
about the ambush?
I've been on both sides.
Joel is fully aware of how desperate people are at the moment, and alliances are just temporary truces. Once you have what you need, all bets are off. So if you put Joel in the middle of the group without being at least a little bit suspicious of the people that he's around, tells me that the creators don't understand nor care about his character.
Because they have.
And if you're just going to straight up disrespect your characters like that, then you're just going to lose your audience. Now, I'm not going to talk about the entire game of The Last of Us 2 because I haven't played it, and I'm never going to. If you don't have the courtesy to treat your characters, your story, or even your audience with respect, then I'm not going to do the courtesy of playing your stupid game. But that's all I've got for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like what you see here and you want to see more, click the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys next time.